Good morning, ladies. So I'm going to show you how to do these really popular twist and pop cards that you're seeing all over the internet. This is one I've done using Close to My Heart's Jeepers Creepers paper. And as you can see, I've used one of the PML cards on the front, added some stamping and some of the stickers from the compliments pack. And when you open it up, you get this fun effect. How cute is that? And again, really simple to do. Some of the paper, I used again the PML cards to cut this paper down. And then some of the stickers. I didn't even do any stamping on the inside. Well, actually, sorry, I lie. I stamped him. He was a die cut from the die cut set. And that is a twist and pop. So let's do another one. This time, let's do a fun Christmas theme. And I'll walk you through the process of what you need to do to create a twist and pop card of your own. I've pre-cut some of the pieces. So first, let's go through what I've cut. This is our card base. It's a 4x12. This could also be a little shorter than 12 inches. If you wanted a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card, you could cut this at 4x10 inches. That's what I did here, but here I'm going to use the 4x12. These two pieces are 10x3 1/2 and 8x3 1/2, and they're going to be used for the interior mechanism of your card. You should use cardstock for all of those in whatever complementary color you'd like. This piece here is 4x6 and is actually one of the PML cards that come in our city sidewalks paper. So you can see the others here. So I've just simply cut this card out of the kit and I'm going to use it as is. I don't have to do anything to it. It's already ready to go. These pieces here, I have cut down a little. So they are actually scraps from the paper pack left over from other projects, and they are 4 pieces cut to 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And those again are for the interior of your card. Then I have some accessories. I have some of the beautiful, lovely, sparkly die cuts that come in the city sidewalk compliments, and then the stickers that also go in those compliments. And these I'll be adding in my card or on my card to add some fun. So we'll see how those go together as well. Okay, so let's get started. You're gonna need your cardstock first and whatever scoring tool you own to start. So mine is the Close to My Heart scoring tool we used to sell. Unfortunately, we don't have it anymore, but it still works. And you're gonna take your 4x12 piece and you're gonna score it at the 6-inch mark. And that is the exterior of your card. Now, if you have a bone folder or if you've got a little scoring knife like I have, you can just crease that down really nicely. And there's the base of your card. And you can set that aside. Now, let's do the other pieces. So here's our 10x3 1/2 piece. This piece is going to get some simple score lines, nothing too complex. You're going to score at 2 1/2 inches, at 5 inches, and if your scoring board goes far enough over, at 7 1/2 inches. Mine doesn't, so I'm just going to simply flip the paper and do it again at 2 1/2 inches. Just like that. When you have scored this piece of paper, you're going to fold it. So commonly, you hear people refer to valley and mountain folds. So for this one, you're actually going to do a valley. So that's when you fold in, then a mountain in the middle, and then a valley again. And that is actually going to give you your interior of your card. And I have actually made a miscalculation on when I flip my paper. So let's fix that. So if your scoring pal is like mine, oh, I just missed the half. Make sure you're reading it right, that's all. You guys get everything on this video, including my mistakes. So now I'm just gonna make sure these lines are nice and crisp. So good thing I got it right the second time. And there you go. So you should end up with a W fold for part of your interior of your card. And then you can set that aside. The next piece you want is your 8x3 1/2. And this has some folds that are a little more complex, but I think we can all handle it. So the first one is you're gonna score right down the middle at 1 3/4. Just like that. The next time, you're just gonna make some marks. So we need to make a mark at 2 1/4 and at 2 1/4. And I kind of want to follow this along. So, because I want to know where my 2 1/4 are on the bottom. So I'm just going to do it this way. Perfect. Okay. Once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to score diagonally between the little notch marks you've made, because you need a diagonal score. So I actually move over to here. It's less confusing with the bars, and I line this up. So I've got the notch mark here and here on this score line. Then I can simply just score straight down. Easy peasy. And I'm going to do the same right here. So score, score, straight down. That is your next piece. So that's part of your mechanism. This is actually a pretty important piece. So what we're going to do now is we are going to fold this. I'm going to move my scoreboard. We're going to fold this in half. And we are also going to fold this on the diagonals. And this is the mechanism that actually causes our card to twist and pop. Once all those lines are folded, we want to create a fold. Watch, it's going to be harder to do now that I got you guys all on here. Every time. Okay, so once you've got this piece done, you want to, these sides here are what need to fold in. So that's the trick. These need to fold in so that you end up with a house or a tongue. So that's kind of like your visual for your card. Then you're going to add adhesive, whichever glue you like. It should have a strong hold since this is a card that's likely to be used over and over. You want to glue along here and here on the tongue mechanism. And that you are going to glue into the center of your card. So you can see I've already added mine here. There's the triangle pieces. They wedge into the card. So I glued one side. I placed it down. I added glue to this side and I closed the card on top of it. And that way I got my card to sit. And that's our first piece of this mechanism. The next thing we're going to do is add this part of our interior of our card. So when we folded it, we made a valley, a mountain, and a valley, and it was a W fold. So we want to keep it like that, and we want to lay it flat like a book. So here's our interior. We're folding it like that, and we want to glue this down onto this piece of the card. But we are going to glue here and here. So in order to make sure the glue is where we need it to be and nowhere else on our card, I am going to add it to the tongues of this piece. Then I'm going to keep my book like this, and I'm going to set the whole book down in our card. So you want to line up the center point with the center point on the interior of the mechanism. You're going to kind of try to keep it that way as much as possible. And you're going to set it down, and then you want to open it up and press down into where you have your glue. Okay, so you can play around with your card and you'll see that it attaches really nicely. I've glued the front of my card onto the front, and I've just used one of the Picture My Life cards from the City Sidewalks paper, and then some of the accessories that come with the City Sidewalks compliments. So you can see here you get a whole bunch of fun glitter die cuts. They're best used with our liquid glass because it's a really nice strong adhesive that'll help them stay on permanently. When it's a card especially, you have a lot of people using it and touching it, you want that adhesive to last. Then you can decorate the interior if you feel that's done. So I have my pieces 2.5 by 3.5, and I'm going to start placing them onto my card. Take these two out. And I could make these all match if I wanted to. I've chosen to use complementary colors so that it all kind of goes together. But it's really up to you what you do with this. These are all scraps from my paper kit that I had from other projects. I could cut down Picture My Life cards from the Picture My Life pieces. Like there's some really cute cards on here. I Rough Christmas, how cute is that? And you've got vertical and horizontal positioning for these cards. So if you wanted to use some of these even to adorn your little card, you could absolutely do so. So here I've got this stuff going on. I'm just gonna make sure I help fold it along now that we've got new pieces on there. And then make sure that it still opens and closes nicely because we've added some width to it, definitely with the paper. And now I can start adding any accessories that I would like to add to my card. So if I wanted to add a cute little embellishment for a sentiment inside, or a spot where I could add, you know, to Mom Love Bray, something like that. I could add a sticker. I've got some more fun glitter embellishments I'd like to add. I love the glitter die cuts. They are a favorite of mine, so I'm going to add some glue to them. And a quick tip in case you've never heard this, but I think most people that have been paper crafting for a while have, is that accessories always look best in odd numbers. So if you are putting these on a card or even a layout, odd numbers like 3s and 5s always looks most natural to the eye as opposed to even numbers. So I'm just going to use 3 of those nice red glittery snowflakes, and maybe leave it at that. Maybe later I'll add something else. There's so many to choose from. Maybe I'll add a Christmas tree because I really like the Christmas tree. There we go. And then inside you could add your sentiment. You could add a few more things. You could do a lot of different fun stuff. It's really up to what your taste is. And that is as simple as how to make a twist and pop card. So have a Merry Christmas or have a frightening Halloween. And they're really fun to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in getting any of this product and you're in Canada, be sure to visit my website at braymontgomery.closetomyheart.ca. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at braymontgomery@gmail.com. Have a great day.